Tensions are escalating in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where dozens of protesters have been killed in clashes with security forces. The violence broke out after the country's incumbent President Joseph Kabila failed to give up power. Kabila has announced that he will remain in power in accordance with a court ruling. Even though his 15-year term ended, the ruling allows his mandate to be extended to 2018.
I think the reason why Kabila is insisting, Joseph Kabila is insisting on power is because, he may have some, external support. Mind you that Congo has been one of the countries which, has been attracting a lot of international interest, especially from the US, from Canada, and from Belgium itself. So I think, Kabila may have some external support, individuals and countries telling him, you may be able to stay, just for their particular interest.
Kabila took office in 2001 after his father's assassination. According to the constitution, he is barred from seeking another term. The opposition has described Kabila's refusal to leave office as a coup d'etat, calling on Congolese to take to the streets in protest. Human Rights Watch, which monitors the turbulent situation in the Central African country, says it has recorded at least 26 deaths after the government launched a heavy-handed crackdown on protesters.
In many areas, the response by the security forces was very brutal and an excessive use of force was documented. Human Rights Watch has been able to confirm that at least 26 people were killed during the protest in Kinshasa as well as Lubumbashi and in Matadi and Boma in Congo province. We're still documenting other cases. The actual figure is likely to go up.
Some reports suggest that the death toll could be much higher, with security forces firing live bullets at protesters. Kinshasa, the capital city of the Central African country, has been the epicenter of the violence. The rights organization has described the Democratic Republic of Congo as a powder keg, warning about the dire consequences of a possible civil war in the mineral-rich country. There are rising fears over a repeat of the deadly violence which gripped the African country in September. Dozens were killed in clashes between security forces and opposition protesters who had taken to the streets after the Electoral Commission failed to schedule the presidential election. Despite having trillions of dollars worth of natural resources, the Democratic Republic of Congo remains as one of the world's poorest and insecure countries. The Central African country possesses an astounding $24 trillion in mineral reserves, including gold, diamonds, copper, cobalt, coltan, and uranium. It also has potentially vast oil reserves.
Very strategic country, which, not just the US, but also Canada, countries like Rwanda, who are its neighbors, and Uganda, they benefit from it. Belgium benefits from Congo. It is one of those countries that has one of the, I can say, one of the richest mineral resources in the world.
It is widely believed that the endemic violence in the Democratic Republic of Congo is deeply rooted in the country's enormous wealth, which has always been eyed by Western countries, including the United States. The United States of America is accused of funding armed groups and supporting corrupt officials as part of a hidden agenda to plunder the African country's valuable mineral resources. Over 3 million people were killed in 2 wars in the Democratic Republic of Congo in the late 1990s and early 2000s, marking the deadliest conflict in modern African history. There are now growing concerns that the country could slip into another civil war unless something is done to stop the violence.